Hello, this is Akhil. In the last video we already discussed it, that is creating a reports using a airs with engine. Now I'm going to show to you without engine and bulk engine how it is works. In these three parts there are different strategies are there. Without engine is a dummy engine or a dummy tool. It is how it works. We will see this. Similarly, it is opening as with engine, but without engine is having one difference is there. Same, everything is same, but here if you select these things, anything you can write it, anything, no problem at all. As I mentioned in the previous video, I'm talking about cross tabs. So cross tabs, I want to create a cross tab on a certain report. Just assume I'm using some different attributes. These attributes are maybe not available, but I'm showing for a demo point of view. I'm telling. Suppose unit number. Select the unit number and cargo weight, category, commodity description, equipment type, nominal length as a container length, dwell days. Okay, we will take any dates, inbound carrier, ETA, ETD. So these fields I selected on a certain report. Just assume maybe these reports functionally maybe not meaningful, but I am selecting as a demo point of view. I am clicking cross tab here. Select a row group, column group and measure group from summary table. Cross tab is also some people called as a pivot table or also called as a summary table. Suppose if you click the after clicking these combo boxes are filled with what are the selected fields and selected field coming as in a list. From here you can select it what is a row group. I am selecting now row group as a category because category having a 4-5 groups are there in Navistos, that is a import, export, transship, storage, restore, such kind of categories are there. And here column group, I am taking a column group as a cargo weight or length I am taking length, anything you can take it, length you take it, suppose dwell days, take it as dwell days. Category, commodity description, equipment type, nominal length, yeah. And here looks like we didn't selected the dwell days, that's why dwell days is not available here. Anyway, we'll see with any another number type here. Number type is available. Cargo weight is a number type easily, so cargo weight we are taking here. See what will happen after clicking. In the last sessions videos I'm giving this column BGFG. BGFG means background color and foreground color. Suppose I'm selecting with any another kind of a color. Blue is a background color, white is a foreground color. What will happen here? And the report type is by default it is in Java. Generally there are three types of iReports in Navistos also, and Navistos is supported the Java, JavaScript and Groovy. Anything we can select it, depends on the selection. It is your formulas and variables are worked here. Suppose if you select the Java, so many possibilities we can create these formulas, or we can create independent formulas we can create. I'm selecting a Java. Suppose if it is a Groovy, how it is works. From previous version, from previous video, I selected just Java it is. Now I'm selecting Groovy, how it is works. Here report I mentioned by default, and see what will happen. The cross tab. Suppose it is working properly here. I'm giving intentionally some wrong here as the equipment type nominal length selecting here. Compile it. All selected cross tab item should be differ from each other. See, automatically this is also gone into disable, because in a cross tab there is a rule or a regulation. You should follow some rules and regulations, depends on the pivot table rules. Suppose if you select that any from among these three, if any two is equal, then it doesn't create a report, because cross tab having a rules and regulations. So you should maintain a different, otherwise it doesn't possible. Suppose I'm clicking here, so everything is successfully done. We can generate the report. Quotation file is successfully created. That's it. This is without engine. This is not with engine. As I mentioned in the last video, open in your local drive. In this local drive, these are the yesterday's videos. See, 12:34 a.m. Airs. Yeah, this is airs. Today we created 11:59 a.m. There is no JRXML file. JRXML file doesn't create in without engine. Generally, just assume here we are giving this without engine to the end users or to the terminal operating systems. Those people are composing these kind of reports and send it back to airs. Either Navis or we accepted these airs from end users. We just upload in our system or download in our system. Suppose here bulk engine. Right now, how many JRXML files are there at present? There are two JRXML files are there. These are the Jasper files. This is a after executing these files, Jasper files is available, and the three air files are available here. One is a 626 air file, 806 air file, 425 air file. Suppose if I am going to run now with bulk engine, I already composed all these things as a parameters here, where it is available and how it these file names is extensions with AIS file. So all these parameters available in this bulk engine. I'm clicking bulk engine. What will happen? Done. See, 806, 834, 425, 806, 626, 626 is also there, and all these files are automatically available. This is we just created 12.2, 12.2, 12.2, 12.2, and open it. At present we created this one. These are the old reports. If you observe the report name, previously I created this report, that is 2016 July 21st. This is July 22nd. Now we are created this report. This report is old reports. I am opening now with new report, that is 22nd. Now just we created a one report, that is a crosstab report. See, you have to observe so many points here. I selected blue white, that's why blue white is coming here. Blue white, and here all these coming here. See, this label name is also coming into the blue. execute it, what will happen? See, the last version, the last video we similarly we created without cross tab. Now we created with cross tab. Cross tab is also coming here. Here cross tab is selected here. From here we select the cross tab. We did not to select it something like this. We are selecting a cross tab is possible here by using a Windows manually. Designer or developer creating something like this. He wants to create one cross tab. He drag and drop here and creating a cross tab. This is a creating a data set and clicking in next. What are the rows, what are the columns, what is the measure, what is the layout. All these things are available in a manual process. At automation level, there is no need to select all those things. Select the cross tab requirement and selecting the row group, column group and measure. Automatically it will create everything. Here, as I mentioned in this video, if you cross check it, what is the language here? Groovy. In previous sessions, if you observe, I will open that yesterday's video or yesterday's report. We created this one in a yesterday, that is 2343. See what is the type of this report. This is a Java report. What about this one? We just created Groovy report, which means you need not to see the report type, or we designer developer need not to check that every time which kind of report it is. Is it is a Java report or a Groovy report or a JavaScript report? Such kind of possibilities of repetition of work is also decreased here. Here end user can select this Groovy, JavaScript, Java, anything you can select it. It's up to user. Any user can generate this report. Even designer developer also can use this aids. By using this aids, these are the so many advantages are there. Right now we just created a cross tab requirement. Suppose I am going to create a one query based report. What will happen? I am selecting this one. Select anything. Selecting so many fields here as a demo purpose. That's it. Any requirement something like this is available. No need to see all these data types of what is the data types, what is the label names, what are the things, what kind of entity it is. You need not to see all those things. You just click that query here. That's it. Automatically taken everything. At present, I am intentionally giving these text area as a read only. It is not possible to edit anything here. If you do not require, not required. That's it. It's gone. Gone it is. Suppose I am clicking with query, and I mentioned the parameter as arrival order number. Here query, as per my knowledge, in my experience, I didn't created any query based report, because Navis no need to create a query based report. That is very rarely happen. Generally we are using Navistores. Without query we can generate the reports. Suppose in Navistores, if you upload this report, parameter is also coming here. This is a parameter in a report level, not in a Navis level. Suppose I am compiling this one, generate it. Okay. At present we are in a without engine. Okay. These are the without engines. And go to demo area and click with bulk engine. Previously 3 are there. The 3 along with this one. This one is also coming here. See. I just created one file now. That is, this one looks like 12604. This is a today we just created with crosstab report, and along with this is a new report. See, new report is also coming here. execute it. And we created a parameter, right? This is a query based report, so parameter is available here or not. Parameters, we need not to create a parameters because the parameters functionality is it is coming only in a static bandwidth, in a static band. Suppose if you run it, you will get it how the parameter is generated here. See, this is coming here, automatically coming. Because these parameters you can compose it in your in your Navis TOS front end level. Automatically these parameters is coming into the picture here. And we created a cross tab, of course. Sorry, this is looks like a old report. I'm sorry. How where it is? We created a report 2212.604. We'll open this test. Actually, in this video we created a one this kind of report. Yeah, now see parameter. This is a new report, parameter report. That is a query based report. Open the query, you will get it everything. See, query is also available. Sorry, previous file I mistakenly opened that. Now see what will happen. That's why I mentioned this date and time here clearly. Parameters, see, yeah, parameter is available. Now it is asking a parameter. I given here parameter as a quotation. In the quotation, if you observe the quotation, that is 604 quotation. Open the 604 quotation. These are the things we are giving as a quotation. See here, arrival order number is a parameter, so automatically this query and everything is composed in a quotation. See, I has to give arrival order number 1 2 3. What will happen? That is coming here. Arrival order number 1 2 3. This is a query based report. This is a query based report. So in this kind of reports, at the report level is also we can create a one parameter. These kind of reports also we can use in Navis TOS, but generally we are preferred without query also we prefer. So with query is such kind of reports. This is for that purpose we created this query report here. That's it. And go to another kind of report. That is a AA summary report. What will happen here? I'm selecting so many things and select it different kind of data types available here. Take any ATI, ATD. I'm selecting a cross tab and I'm selecting AI summary. In all the videos, in this video we are not creating a AI summary right now. I'm just creating a AI summary. What will happen? Yeah, all selected cross tab items should be differ from each other. I'm checking intentionally this one. We have to change it in different ways. Otherwise cross tab doesn't generate to you. Compile it now. Now generation is enabled. Generated. Quotation file is successfully created. We are in a without engine. I'm going to click the bulk engine again. These kind of actions we can do in with engine also, but with engine is a is a complete tool. It is a incomplete tool, or also called as a this engine we are giving without engine we are giving to the end users. End users need not to create any I reports. Bulk engine can generate n number of reports within a second. See, all these reports again coming. We just created a 148 report. Yeah, 148, 1213, 1213. Yeah, how it is open. See, this is called the artificial intelligence summary. I'll execute it along with cross-tab is also be created here. What is the use of artificial intelligence summary? I'm previewing here. Suppose a user wants to execute this report. Suppose this report we are uploaded in a Navistos. User wants to execute this report in a CSV file format or Excel sheet format. It depends on the user requirements. User wants to check that what is the cargo weight total, what is the cargo weight average, how many cargo weights are there, what is the number of records, what is the distinct cargo weights, which means what is the category. Distinct means something called as a suppose in this report, just assume Maersk Line is there. Maersk Line reports from this date to that date. From date to date, some containers we are here displaying. In these containers, in this report, 3 categories of containers are there, or 4 categories of containers are there. Categories are also called as a import, export, transship, restore. These kind of categories are there. All these categories are shown in a distinct count. Count is something called as a all number of records. Distinct counting something called as a what are the distinct values that can be counted. Such kind of operations is available here. Artificial intelligence summary. All kind of variables here. All here column names. What do you selected the column names or any filters or any kind of thing. All things are available here with all aggregate functions. Sum, count, average, distinct count, lowest, highest, standard deviation, variance, and first and last values. Automatically cargo weight is taken as a number type, because the data type is also taken automatically here. You need not to cross check that number, is a number, is a any decimal type or any such kind of type it is. So on the alphanumerical we cannot create these kind of operations. So for that purpose we are giving hyphens. Hyphens means it is an alphanumerical. If it is no hyphens, if it is coming as a null, then it is a numerical operations. Numerical operations are displayed here. Non-numerical functions also available. Such kind of non-numerical functions, these kind of values are available. First and last is not required. First and last function is not a non-numerical. It is a numerical or a non-numerical or alphabetical. Any kind of operations we can do with first and last, as well as a count and distinct count. Only sum, average, lowest, highest, standard deviation, variance, variance. These kind of operations is a numerical as well as a alphanumerical. Everything is done with these. So if you execute or upload this Navistos, this artificial intelligence summary is available to you as a well convenient. Here user need not to select that entire column in Excel sheet. After selecting a column, go to the formula area, selecting and dragging and dropping. Formulas he is going to display here, something like this. I will show you one basic example. I have some sample reports, outputs. I'm showing one inventory report we just created. See, these kind of operations are there. Just assume he wants to check how many total number of dwell days. At this time PDF doesn't possible to select this only in a PDF report. If it is report is in a PDF format, you need not to calculate all these things because thousands of records are there here. By using artificial intelligence summary, this problem is solved. In this report, there is no such artificial intelligence summary. Suppose artificial summary is available, that dwell days is coming here automatically, and it shows all aggregate functions. Here, if you select it in a Excel sheet, every time user is selecting this entire column is selected here. Suppose Excel sheet. So many numbers are there, something like this numbers. Assume here this report is generated in a Excel sheet. At this time, if you select like this and going to sum and select it count and select that select average. This is the procedure generally happen. So these operations are automatically coming in artificial intelligence summary. In this artificial intelligence summary, you need not to select all those things. It is automatically coming. Standard deviation is also there, lowest highest values is also there. In this just 10 records or few records, what is the highest value? Definitely this one. Here 1000 records are there. Which is the highest value? How can you select it? It is very difficult to identify. At this time you have to select it again, go to the formulas again, max value showing, that is a max value is coming. I want to show the minimum value is coming here. If it is a standard deviation is required, you are going to select this formulas and creating a formulas. It is a repetition of work every time. In this artificial intelligence summary, you need not to select all such kind of formulas. All formulas are available here in the designer level. If you observe the variables, all formulas is coming into the picture. Like this, how many formulas you can create? N number of formulas you can create it. There is no limit to this. Depends on your report. Here report, in this report, how many columns are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 columns into 10 formulas, which means 110 formulas are coming in a single second instead of taking hours. If you select these things, it is coming to you, everything to you. It is coming everything, which is all operations is coming into the picture to you. Along with you can create cross tabs also, queries also, types of reports also you can change, and the labels is also automatically generated. Column background color, foreground colors also we can compose it accordingly. Everything is possible here. By using these aids, we can solve the repetition of repetition problem, and time is also decreased. Accuracy is there. Data types and labels is automatically available here, and we can create the variable repository also. This variable repository is at present we are under development. In version 2.0 it is available, this variable repository. This is something like we are creating a variable name after selecting a data type and label, but this kind of operations can be done by the designer developers. So for that purpose we are giving a add user. This application can use different users, user, admin and Navi user. Navi user is a designer or developer, so he can create it whenever if I am login as a user, these values are coming as a disabled. He cannot create all those things because the end user don't have that much knowledge. So for that purpose these are going to in a disabled mode, something like this. And if user is a Navi user or a designer developer, it is automatically in a enabled mode. Such kind of provision we will create it in a second version. So we covered in this video sessions, that is a report, how the elements, almost all elements we are using. This is a condition types, filter expressions. Here this is also very limited query composition is there. In the second version we will implement this in detail level, and artificial summary is implemented. Preview is also coming to the second version. Preview is something like after generating a report, if you click the report, if you click the preview, PDF file is automatically open. Whatever that report, that is automatically coming, but this preview is available only in with engine package. Without engine it is not available, and at present with engine or without engine both are not implemented this preview application. So we will look at that in previous versions, sorry, in next versions. Okay, this is the end of this video. I think I all covered with all these all the things I covered, looks like. So I'm very happy to telling this tool. I'm very happy to share this tool to the Navis users. Navis is a worldwide famous application it is, or famous terminal operating system tool. As per my knowledge, there are so many terminals are using a Navis TOS. For that purpose, I determined to create this kind of gadgets or tools for end users. This tool is independent. There is no dependent on anyone, as well as a easy to implement, user friendly, as well as future enhancements we can create instead of using this desktop applications. Desktop applications is very limited user friendly. So user friendly is possible with web applications. Web applications is also possible. Similarly, everything is similar, because this is not depending on any database and all those things, because we are creating a quotation generation. Quotation is generated with any kind of report, any kind of application, which is a PHP application or a JSP application or any kind of application we can create it. But ultimately you should create that report in this way. If you create a user UI in the format of PHP or in a JSP Spring applications, but ultimately you need to create this in this format. You should create that report in a standard format. This standard format is a suitable to the air engine, otherwise air engine doesn't understand. We will create such kind of user interface also. We can create it differently, but at present we are giving in a desktop applications. After that, disadvantages, there is no disadvantages at all, only limitations are there. Limitations, something called as a here in our limitations are suppose if you open the architecture here, I mentioned in the limitation here only crosstabs, advanced crosstabs, that is also best example of advanced crosstabs. Here we have some sample reports. This is advanced crosstab. Yard utilization. Yard utilization is a very difficult to implement. Here two crosstabs are coming into the picture. This kind of iReports also we have. These iReports are generated automatically in AIRS also, but at present advanced crosstabs is not available. Maybe in the later versions we will implement these advanced crosstabs also. Here advanced crosstabs means connecting two crosstabs and interconnected to each other. Such kind of crosstab it is. We will discuss these things in later videos. Similarly, grouping, that is appointment report. These are the group type report. These kind of reports are very rarely coming into the picture. So these reports also available, or these reports very useful to that to generate this AI's air engine is automatically generate these reports. From that basic report we can create these kind of difficult reports also. These difficult reports also we can create it in a short time, instead of creating a starting point. Suppose all these required information done by end user. After creating these information, end user wants to create in a certain format, so he just intimated to the designer or developer to open that report and create it accordingly. Such kind of possibilities are there. We can cover difficult reports also in the aids. This is an architecture. Okay, so I think I completed almost all explanation and practical things. Okay, thank you for listening my videos and my research. It is fully developed for the purpose of Navistos users to develop this report, this iReports. End users can create it, as well as general managers also can create the report without any dependencies. My aim is, finally this is the last point, my aim is create a report in the Navis, not in this kind of third party things. My intention is here, this entire operations what I created here, this is my dream actually. In my dream, this kind of certain window Navis is going to develop. Navis is automatically create an iReport. You need not to open the iReport tool every time for simple reports also. Difficult reports, moderate reports also there. For such kind of reports is also best useful. Instead of nothing to create, we creating something. That is the thing here. In the Navis terminal operating system, at present reporting module having a reporting entities, reporting design and reporting definition. I am proposing here a new module, automation, as a air. Put it in a report air or air reports. It is automatically create a report in a Navistos itself. You need not to open this third party also. So for that purpose I am giving some packages. I will show one thing here. Packages. These are the air packages. Per quotation package, 100 quotation package, 1 year package, and Navis airs, that is the total product going to sell, and how these calculations are done, everything is detailedly mentioned, and what are the facilities or features available in each and every package is specifically mentioned, everything in detailed way. Just read it and send a reply back to me and give a feedback on this on my research. Thank you so much for listening all these things. It's very happy to tell and happy to share my research to people like you. Thank you.